Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into the impact of narcissistic parents on their children and the long-term effects this dynamic can have. If you've ever wondered how growing up with a narcissistic parent affects someone's life, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. First, let's define what we mean by a narcissistic parent. Narcissistic parents often exhibit traits such as a lack of empathy, a need for excessive admiration, and a strong sense of entitlement. They might see their children not as individuals with their own needs, but as extensions of themselves, using them to fulfill their desires or boost their own egos. Now, how does this affect the child? Let's look at some specific examples and dive into the science. One of the most damaging impacts of narcissistic parenting is emotional neglect. According to a study by Horton, Lowe, and Druetsky 2006, children of narcissistic parents often feel unseen and unheard. The lack of empathy from their parents means their emotional needs are not met. For example, imagine a child seeking comfort after a bad day at school, only to be met with criticism or indifference because the parent is more concerned about their own problems. Over time, this can lead to deep-seated feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Children raised by narcissistic parents often struggle with self-esteem issues. Research by Coat 1971 suggests that children in such environments might develop a false self to gain parental approval. They learn to suppress their own desires and feelings to avoid conflict or rejection. For instance, a child might excel in sports or academics not out of personal interest but to win their parents' approval. This can lead to identity issues as they grow older, struggling to understand who they are outside of their parents' expectations. Unfortunately, the emotional neglect and pressure to conform to a narcissistic parent's expectations can also lead to anxiety and depression. A study by Miller et al. 2008 found a strong correlation between children of narcissistic parents and increased rates of mental health issues in adulthood. This constant need for validation and fear of failure can create a cycle of anxiety where the child feels they must always perform or please others to be worthy of love and acceptance. Before we move on, I have a quick request. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this video and others on my channel. Your feedback helps me improve and create better content for you. Thanks so much, and now, let's get back to the video. Children of narcissistic parents often face challenges in forming and maintaining healthy relationships as adults. Research published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology 2010 suggests that these individuals may struggle with trust, fear intimacy, or seek out partners who replicate the narcissistic dynamics of their childhood. For example, they might find themselves in relationships where they feel perpetually undervalued, or they might become overly dependent on their partners, mirroring the dependent dynamic they had with their parent. But there's hope. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward healing. Psychotherapy, particularly approaches like cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT) and trauma-informed care, can be highly effective in helping individuals break free from these cycles. A 2015 study by Linehan et al. Shows that therapy can help reframe negative beliefs, build self-esteem, and develop healthier relationships. Support groups and self-help resources are also invaluable for those looking to connect with others who share similar experiences. Growing up with a narcissistic parent can have profound effects on one's emotional and psychological development, but with awareness and support, it's possible to heal and build a healthier, more fulfilling life. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights on mental health and personal growth. See you in the next video.